In a small, windswept village nestled between rolling hills lived an old man named Cale and his grandson, Leo. Cale was known throughout the land for his magnificent kites. They weren't ordinary kites, they were works of art, built with bamboo, silk, and a secret lacquer that made them sing in the wind. Leo, a boy of 10, dreamed of nothing more than building a kite that could fly higher than anyone else's, even his grandfather's. Every day after his chores, he would sit in Cale's workshop, watching the old man's gnarled but steady hands bend bamboo and stitch silk. "Patience, Leo," Cale would say, his voice as gentle as the rustling leaves. "A kite is not forced into the sky. It is persuaded." Leo, however, was not patient. He was eager. He tried to build his own kites, but they were clumsy. The frames were crooked, the silk was loose. When he tried to fly them, they would spin wildly before crashing back to the earth. Dejected, Leo went to his grandfather. "I'll never be able to do it," he mumbled, kicking at a wood shaving on the floor. "My kites don't want to fly." Cale stopped his work and looked at the boy. He didn't offer empty encouragement. Instead, he beckoned Leo to follow him. They walked out of the village to the highest hill, a place known as the Wind's Peak. It was a blustery day, and the wind howled around them. Cale pointed to a gnarled, twisted tree that grew alone at the very top of the hill. Unlike the other trees in the valley that grew straight and tall, this one was bent and contorted, its branches reaching out in strange, crooked angles. "Look at that tree, Leo," Cale said. "Do you think it is weak?" Leo shook his head. "No, grandfather. It looks strong. It looks like it has been here forever." "Exactly," Cale replied. "The winds on this peak are fierce. A straight, rigid tree would have been snapped and broken years ago. But this tree learned to bend. It grew with the wind, not against it. Its strange shape is not a sign of its failure, but the story of its survival. It is strong because it has been tested." Leo looked from the tree back to his grandfather. Cale continued, "You see your crashed kites as failures. I see them as lessons. Every time one fell, it taught you something. It taught you about balance, about weight, about the shape of the wind itself. Your struggle is not your weakness, Leo. It is what is making you strong, just like the wind made that tree strong." A new understanding lit up in Leo's eyes. He went back to the workshop not with frustration, but with curiosity. He looked at his broken frames and torn silk, not as mistakes, but as clues. He realized one frame was too heavy on the left. Another had a tail that was too short. The lessons from his falling stones were all there. For the next week, Leo worked diligently. He was patient. He remembered the tree that bent with the wind. He built his new kite not by forcing the pieces together, but by understanding how they worked together. He made the frame light but resilient, the silk tight but flexible. When he was finished, he didn't go to the small field where the other children flew their kites. He went with his grandfather to the Wind's Peak. With a deep breath, Leo held up his creation. The wind caught it instantly. He let out the string, and the kite didn't just fly, it soared. It danced with the powerful gusts that had once seemed like an enemy, using their strength to climb higher and higher. It rose past the height of the gnarled tree, a vibrant speck of color against the vast blue canvas of the sky. He hadn't built a perfect kite. He had built a resilient one. Leo learned the most important lesson that day. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it. Our struggles, our setbacks, and our crashes are not there to defeat us. They are there to teach us, to shape us, and to give us the strength we need to soar higher than we ever thought possible.